Well, now I'm going to show you how I make my Bombarda setup, the Thomas Hansen style, the Tangle free one. I start with showing you the Bombarda I'm normally use in the sea. It's a 20 gram sinking version. Now I'm going to show you how I make this setup. I cut a small tubing just about the size of the tube on the Bombarda, and I got that ready, and I take a piece of 0.50 monofilament, and first I'm gonna make the one side. I take this small crimp, metal crimp, put that onto the mono, and I take this swivel, put that onto the mono as well, and I put this into the swivel, into the crimp, and I tighten up, make a small loop like this, and I take my crimp plier and I just insert it and bite down hard. So now you see this stays there, never goes away. I cut that excess off like this. So that's one part, and now I find the other end of the mono. I put on a little bead, find a hole, there it was, like this. So, and now I put on my tubing that I have ready, push that aside, in between, sorry, it comes out the other side, and now it stays like this. See, now I take my Bombarda, put the one end of the mono in between the Bombarda, push it so it comes out the other side, and drag on it. Now you see it looks like this. Alright, and now I take yet another bead, put that on the mono, now it looks like this. Alright, and I take a larger piece of crimp because this hole on this bead is bit too wide, so this is a larger piece of crimp to fit my beads like this. Like that. And now I take the last swivel and put the mono in between the swivel, you see, like this, and I take the one end of the mono, put that in between the crimp and in between the bead and into the Bombarda. If you can see, I push it through like this. Have to get a hole on it. See, it goes through the Bombarda and just out on the other side. And now comes the tricky part. You have to make sure that this stays all the way up, because it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. So find the one piece that's going to be tighten up still not satisfied, because this one end here is gonna be just up like this. And to prevent this getting anywhere, I take this plier I have, just so it stays there like this. See now, this can always be a little tighter. I can loosen it, little one, just some fiddling. Okay, I do it by hand. See now, I hold the tension on my left hand, so this goes up to the Bombarda, and I have this here. And now I take the crimping plier, put it onto that, and just squeeze on it like this, hard. Now you see, when I loosen this, I have to just take it out of the plier. There you have it. And now you see this piece is ready to cut off. You can just leave it in between the Bombarda, that's okay. Take your scissor, snip it off, like this. And the fine thing about this is, when you have your leader put on that, you see it goes out from the Bombarda. It doesn't tangle. You see, there is some tension there. There is tight here. It's also tight here. See, like this. The leader will go out from the Bombarda, and it will almost no tangle there. Okay. Now you have seen all the procedures to make this setup, and now I'm gonna tell you a little about the materials I've been using in this little video. Okay, first of all, I use this Bombarda. This is a cheap one. You can get it for 15 Norwegian krona, I think. Maybe more, maybe less. This is 20 grams version, sinking. And I have used, to extend the Bombarda, normally clear tubing, so a bit opaque, but that's kind of tubing. It has to be flexible, a little flexible like this. Nylon, yes. And I've been using some crimps. I got a large set from China with the different sizes. There you have one size, and together with that I've got this crimp plier. You see, the feet fits together like that. It has this grooves and pattern and everything. Okay, and I've been using some swivels for this type. This is a larger type than I used, but you see what I mean, right? And I've been using some glass beads. You can use some rubber beads if you have. That's maybe more efficient, more durable, but this is what I have, so I use that. And I use this kind of mono. Don't necessarily have to use the same as but I recommend the 0.50 or maybe thicker, depending on how large bead you have and how large thickness you have in your crimps. Well, and I use this now. I didn't use anything else. I think that's all. So I thank you all for watching this video, and be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will post how I build up my leaders to use with Bombarda. Alright? Well, thank you all, and bye bye, and tight lines.